Photoshop does have a lot of selection tools. There's actually over a dozen ways to select in this program, some very unique and very special. But there are tools that have been there forever, like the marquee tools. Another one that I think is very valuable, that's been there for a very long time, is the quick masking tool. The quick masking tool is the only one of the selection tools that literally allows you to make a selection while you're using a paintbrush, which I find quite valuable. What are we going to do? Our goal is to change the color of this flower right here. How are we going to do that? Well, we have to select it. Not magic wands, anything like that. We're going to use quick masking. Let's zoom in a little bit on that bad boy. Got to see it better. Okay. Here's the quick mask button right there, bottom of the toolbar. When I click that button, the only thing that changes is that the word quick mask appears right there. Click it again, it goes away. If I come over here with my paintbrush, now there are 4 brush tools. Let's just use this one right here. Not the pencil or the color replacement, the mixer, brush tool. If I come over here and begin painting, you know exactly what's going to happen. I'm painting with a color, whatever the foreground color is. I've just ruined the image. Thank goodness for undo. If I click this button to go into quick mask mode, change that color to black, something very different happens. I'm painting with blue. What am I doing? I'm making a selection. Click the quick mask button again and watch. That area literally is a selection. My goal, if I need to change the color of the flower, would be to very accurately paint out that flower using that color. Now, how did that color get there? Let's do this. Let's come back here and get rid of that selection, Control D. Double click on the quick mask button. Quick mask options are, do you want the blue color to be a mask or a selection? I prefer selection, although the default is mask. I like it to be the selection. Blue is not the default color. If you click here, default's red. But we are working with a pretty red flower. Be harder to see. I changed that to blue. The opacity is the overlay of the color. How dense is it? 50% is the default. You can carry that anywhere you want it to be. So we're going to say blue is a selection color at 50%. Click OK. And that's where we got that blue color from. What I'm going to do is very carefully paint this flower out. Now, rather than you wait a couple minutes for me to perform this tremendous feat through the miracle of the computer, I'm going to cut and I'll come back when I've got it done. You ready? Go. All right, here we go. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, it did take me a couple of minutes to make that paint job work. It wasn't as easy as maybe using another tool, but it does work. The reason I like it is because I can use small brushes and get into the little nooks and crannies and get all those little bits and bobs up exactly the way I want them to be. No other tool is quite so precise. Now, I even painted around the yellow in the center. That part is not selected. So yeah, it did take me a couple of minutes to get this done. Once we have what we think is a mask around that flower, let's go back and click right here. And as you can see, the selection has been made. Let me go ahead and reduce that down to size so we can see all the flowers. What we want to do next maybe is, now that we've got the selection, is color it. We could come over here, pick up our nice half moon icon, go into Hue and Saturation. We've been there a couple of times. The mask will be created fitting around the selection. It's not there anymore, but it's still selected. If we go into, well, let's go into Hue. And you will notice the only thing that's changing is that one flower that we did a quick mask on to make the selection. I really like quick mask for its ability to generate anything that I want, any selection that I want based on my skill using a paintbrush. So it's a really nice tool to work with. And you can always lower the saturation down a little bit too now that we've got it. Choose any color you want. The perfect tool for making the perfect selection, quick mask.